If you've ever wondered how independent artists get their music placed in shows like Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead, or games like Forza Horizon or Need for Speed, I'm about to show you exactly how to make that happen, because it's not about talent, it's about access. And until now, that access was locked behind major label money, industry connections, and months of manual research. But today, that's about to change. I've been in the music marketing space for many years and have helped hundreds of artists grow. And I'm also an artist myself. And I put out a lot of music through many different labels. And I'll be real with you, sync licensing is one of those revenue streams I've never actually known how to crack. So I've known it existed, but I genuinely had no idea how to actually break into it. Like, I knew it was possible because I saw other artists killing it in that space. I just had zero idea on how to actually get started, who to contact, or how to even find the right person. That's exactly why when the team at Playlist Supply reached out to show me their new platform, SyncPlacement, I felt like this was literally built for artists just like me, and I needed to make this video. So SyncPlacement is a search engine for sync license opportunity and music supervisory contacts. It's not a pitching service, it's a research and outreach tool. Think of it like this: it automates what would take a music industry professional months of manual research and gives it to you in about 30 seconds. You get music supervisor's name and the direct emails, the TV shows, movies, and video games their music has been placed in, plus their LinkedIn profile, company information, and location. All searchable, all exportable, and all organized into projects. Okay, let me show you exactly how this works. You have 3 input before you start any search. Step 1, describe your sound. I'm typing in cinematic action drums. Be specific here. The more accurate your description, the better your result. Step 2, select your mood from the drop down. Things like aggressive, intense, uplifting, dark, emotional. I'll go aggressive and intensive. Step 3, choose your genre. I'll pick electronic sync pop. Hit search. What just happened is the platform found 50 different artists with similar sound profiles to what I just described. And then it pulled every TV show, movie, video games that any of these artists have been featured in. So I'm seeing Zed's Dead in Forza Horizon, Need for Speed, Mortal Kombat, Knife Party in Breaking Bad, artists in The Walking Dead, CSI, FIFA, Billions. That's your target list. Those are the exact placements in the exact genre your music fits. And now you can find out who made them happen. Click Find All Contacts. Now I've got the music supervisor's name, which shows or games they place music in, their LinkedIn, their direct email, their company, their location for every single contact. So if your track sounds like it belongs in Need for Speed, there's the person you email. Breaking Bad, there's their LinkedIn, and you can save them in projects. Okay, so now you've got the contacts, but before you just start blowing emails, you need to understand how music supervisors actually think, because this part is critical and most artists skip it. First thing, it has to be broadcast quality. Music supervisors prioritize tracks that are polished and professional. Poor audio quality or amateur production will disqualify your music, no matter how creative or brilliant it is. So if your mix isn't there yet, get it there before you pitch anything. Second, have your versions ready. Most music supervisors also prefer to have instrumental versions of your song. They can cut between that and vocal versions to suit the scene best. And instrumentals, vocal only versions, and short edits offer flexibility for different scenes and major project needs. Presenting these options show that you are prepared and professional. Third, your metadata matters more than you think. Music supervisors love working with artists who deliver organized, well-tagged catalogs. The easier you make their job, the more likely you'll land placements. Tag your files with mood, genre, BPM, tempo, and also lyric themes, all of it. Fourth, think about all the scenes, not just the song. Music should support the visuals rather than overpower them. Supervisors are servicing a director's or showrunner's vision. Your job is to make their scenes better, not make your song the star. And fifth, this one surprised me. Supervisors actually want to discover new artists. Many music supervisors have a soft spot for indie artists and continually look for new music on places like Spotify and SoundCloud. They absolutely love discovering new talents and want to be a part of the journey for new artists on the rise. So you're not as locked out as you think. The barrier isn't your status, it's preparation and your access. SyncPlacement handles the access part. Now here's where I want to get technical, because a tool is only as good as the strategy behind it. So let me give you a few ways to think about this. Search by the shows and games your music actually fit in. Don't just search broadly. If your music has a cinematic, electronic, or dark tone, search for supervisors who's placed music in those exact type of projects. You're not pitching to everyone, you're pitching to the right 10 people. Build a focused outreach list, not a spray or pray list. Save your top 15 to 20 contacts to projects inside of the platform. Research each supervisor before you email them. Reference the show or game they've worked on. Make your pitch feel like you did your homework, because most artists don't. Your pitch email should be short, direct, and include a streaming link, not an attachment. Your subject line should have your sound, the mood, and the type of project you're thinking it fits. The body should be 2-sentence max, a Spotify or SoundCloud link, and a note about why you think it's relevant to their work. That's it. Music supervisors get upward of 50 pitches a day, so the ones that get read are clear, fast, and specific. So here's a few questions you might have. Should every artist be using this? Honestly, it depends. If you're an independent artist with time to be strategic about it, absolutely do it yourself. The platform is built to be straightforward. If you have a manager, this is exactly the kind of research and outreach work that they should be doing for you. Pull the contact list, hand them over, let them run the campaign. And if you're running a label or have a big catalog, this is a perfect task for a virtual assistant. Build a standard outreach template, train someone on the search process, and have them run consistent weekly campaigns. Sync isn't a one-shot effort, it's a volume and relationship game over time. Who should not use this? If your music isn't professionally mixed and mastered, pause. If you don't have instrumental versions of your track ready, pause. Make sure you make those first. Don't waste good contact on unprepared pitches, because once you've emailed someone and left a bad impression, it's hard to recover that. SyncPlacement is one of the most practical tools I've seen built for independent artists in a long time. As someone who makes music and has been completely lost on how to break through in the music scene, especially in sync licensing, this is definitely where I'm starting. So if you guys want to give SyncPlacement a try, there's going to be a link on this video. Just click that and sign up. And it's actually crazy that this tool even exists. I have no idea how they actually find this information, but it is key to getting on sync placements. Like, now that I have this list, I'm most likely going to just hire a virtual assistant and have that virtual assistant do a bunch of outreach to these people with my music. And simple, for 10 to 15 seconds in a movie or a TV show, you're talking about $5,000-$10,000, maybe even way more. And this is how a lot of those big artists are making lots of money with music. It's not from Spotify streams. It's mostly from sync licensing and getting their music placed in TV shows, video games, and movies. But yes, I'm really happy that finally a company has created a tool that allows us to get our music in front of the right people. Anyways, if you like this video and you want to see more just like it, then I will see you in the next video. And if you found value from this video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop me a comment.